Hi everybody, this is Stasin here once again with another video. So I'm just going for a normal walk and I thought I'd make this video. Yeah, something that I've been thinking for a while and I just wanted to make a video. So this video is going to be about how you can succeed as a salesperson, as a customer, you know, um in the customer service, basically in the service industry or the industry where you have a lot to deal with clients, right? Now, these are my thoughts. You can comment down below if you don't agree with me. But I've spent quite some time in the service industry, right? So I have done a lot of odd jobs where I was directly facing the customer in the catering industry, just front desk, and also in my current job. So what I basically do in my current job is I deal with the customer service desk, and these customer service desks basically get complaints from customers, and they solve the issue, right? And my job is basically to supervise and look after these agents and see, how we can improve the process, how we can improve the customer experience, right? So so maybe some customer might complain that the agent was a bit rude, he or she wasn't very polite, the waiting times were long, there was ambiguity, ghosting, you name it. And subconsciously I've always excelled at customer service, no bragging, but I have. But ever since I started to do this structured job, I understood the importance of what really makes your company outperform other companies, or what might make you or break you as a sales agent, any client interaction. Now, the first things that customers do not like is ambiguity, right? What I mean by that is, you know let's say somebody calls you and asks you for an answer, and you do not know, or you do not have an answer to that. So instead of just making the customer wait endlessly and then coming up with the answer later on, it's a good practice, or rather what I've observed is it's a good practice to let the customer, as soon as you receive the complaint, let the customer know within, whatever, 5 minutes or whatever is appropriate, that, hey, I do not know the answer to this, but I'm looking into it. Give me some time and I will get you back. Just that acknowledgement that I've received your complaint and I'm a human being as well, right? Just respond to people. It's a good practice. It'll improve your relationships, every interactions, friendships, everything. When you've got a message on, let's say, WhatsApp or email, be prompt. Yeah, you don't have to know everything, you don't have to have your life planned. I understand that not everybody might be so structured like me, but it's a good practice, right, to always be consistent. Consistency is something that is really admired and will make you a top sales agent, customer service agent. And mind you, this doesn't just, sales, as you might know, it's not just selling fruits or, I don't know, clothes, but there are high ticket sales as well, like selling a property, right, selling a yacht, where people that you deal with are millionaires and billionaires. And the one thing that people who have money and don't have time don't like is ambiguity. They want to be in control, right? Or at least have the perception that they are in control. So always Don't keep people hanging. Just tell them if you don't have an answer, if you cannot service them. And these are some tricks that top sales agents, they know about it. If they know that they cannot close this client, or if they cannot serve this person, they'll let you know, right? They'll be like, sorry, I cannot help here. Because time is money. To every yes that you say, believe it or not, you're saying no to a lot other things or a lot other people. So learn to say no, right? And that requires experience, that requires growing up, maturity, to understand that not everybody will like you, and that's fine. You don't want to be liked. These are some skills that obviously people understand who are in the sales, or the customer interaction business. And mind you, it's not just, there are so many, I would say, 70% or 80% of the jobs that you are doing, you interact with the client. Just try this for some time, right? Try to be predictable. If you have a meeting at 9, put the alarm for 8:55 and be ready and show up at 9. I have this unspoken rule, and I'm a little crazy about that, and that's fine. That's my idiosyncrasy. If I have told somebody that I will show up at 9, I'm at the meeting. I would not join the meeting if it's a virtual meeting, but I will be there at 8:57, right? That's just me. Yeah, and I can understand there are people who are really busy, right? But for me, my commitment is my brand, right? My predictability is my brand. 9 a.m. for me does not mean 8:59, and it does not mean 9:01. It means 9, right? That's another extreme. I get it. But what I'm trying to say is predictability and predictability is something that will make you better than your peers. I did a short internship at this one consultancy, right? And I met this one consultant where she was basically my supervisor. And what she told me stuck with me, or rather has stuck with me, till now. She said that, a partner or a director or somebody who's really busy, calls you, or rather messages you and says that I need something, I need a report, or I need you to do something. Within 5 minutes, just reply to the person that I'm looking on it, I'm working on it, and I'll get back to you. That acknowledgement, it really helps people. People can then trust you. It builds trust. And trust is everything. Trust and loyalty is something that we are lacking in this world. But that is what will set you apart. Because that's how people, promote people and look for good people, at least in high ticket sales, right? They want to have somebody who will be consistent, who can be trusted, right? Who will not run away when, as they say, shit hits the ceiling, shit hits the fan. So become trustable, and just be predictable, and respect people's time, right? Because if you respect people's time, people will respect you, right? They will respect your time.